Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I thought I'd do something a little bit different today and just a little bit silly, and I'm going to deliberately misinterpret the story of some of the books that are currently on my TBR or my reading list based on the cover or a combination of the cover and the title. It's just going to be a little bit of fun. I don't know what the actual story of any of these titles is because I tend to read the synopsis and then forget it by the time that I've read the books, because I leave a nice long time between them deliberately to help me go into them blind. So I am just imagining what these books could be, but very much with a tongue-in-cheek twist to them. So there's no offence meant by any of this. I do apologise if I do upset any authors by misinterpreting their books with this light-hearted video, and I will include a disclaimer at the top just in case anyone misses this introduction and thinks that I am actually telling the truth about what these stories are about. Anyway, with that said, let's go and have a look at them. So I'm just looking through the little stack of books that I've got down the side of me, and I noticed that all of these are actually self-published because a lot of the titles on my reading list are indie or self-published titles. So there's no intention to that, it's just how it's worked out. But I'm going to start with An Ocean of Others by Joshua Scott Edwards. This one, as you might know, is a romance, and it's about this guy on the front. I don't know what his name is yet because I've not read it, but he's been left at the altar and his best man has told him that there are plenty more fish in the sea. So he sets out to move heaven and earth to find the one for him. Next we've got The Blood of Crows by Alex C. Pearce, and I do know that this one is a heist story, and it's about a ragtag gang of misfits who go off to steal the royal corvids from the palace in the middle of this city that you can see on the cover. And the reason they're doing this is because they know that the blood of these crows can activate this magical artifact which will make them the most powerful and the richest people in the kingdom. The Trials of Ashmount by John Palladino is next, and this one's set in a demon realm, and it's about a person who's really struggling with the lot that he's been dealt, but then he finds this hellish snow globe and he gets sucked into the world within and finds himself a new life to live. The Awakening Fire by Cassidy Faline. This one, I am intrigued by the chap down at the front here who's pulling off a Luke Skywalker pose, and The Awakening Fire tells me that this is a bit of a medieval set origin story of the Jedi Order. Talking of origin stories, we've got next Shadows of Ivory by T.L. Greylock and Bryce O'Connor, and I don't actually know much about what the story itself is going to be, except to say that it is the origin story of Skeletor, the villain from the He-Man series. Next up I've got The Worthy by Anna K. Moss, and this one is literally as it says, it's all about the worthy, because that castle that you can see in the background, only the worthy are allowed into the paradise inside the castle beyond those walls, and you've got a brother and sister who team up to try and fight their way in so they don't have to remain in this forever winter that they're otherwise restricted to. Next up I'm going to talk about Ascendant by Michael R. Miller. This one's about a dragon and his boy, or a boy and his dragon, who set off to find a magical artifact that will save their kingdom. The only problem they've got here is that the map is a magical orb and it's blinding for the dragon to look at, so whenever the boy consults this map, the dragon has to be blindfolded. We've got A King's Radiance next by L.R. Schultz, and this is kind of a gender-bent Snow White type story about a king who is told that he is not the fairest, the most radiant in the land, so he sets out and he tours across his kingdom, killing everyone he deems to be prettier than he himself. And then finally we've got We Break Immortals by Thomas Howard Riley. Everyone always tells stories about the people who kill the gods, but they don't tell the stories about what happens afterwards and who goes in to clean up. So this one is all about this heroine in the middle here who pulls on her rubber gloves afterwards and goes in to clean up the bloody mess that's left behind. So there we are, 9 brief synopses of these self-published books. I don't know how close or how far away from the truth I am, but I suspect there's a little bit of distance for all of them. Let me know down below what you thought of these, or if you've got any misinterpretations of your own based on the cover and the title of the books that you've seen. Normal service may resume in the next video. I'll hopefully catch you for that one. Until then, of course, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.